trend line, red day, it can flip in no time. Green wig, big risk, I'm calm when the chat goes frantic. Fear high, greed low, I just read what the charts wanna show. New coin, old game, same rules when you're playing with flame. Welcome to the show, it's Evan Aldo. Every single level on the chart gets exposed. Crypto on my mind while the markets reload. Read it in the lines, yeah, the charts don't lie. Welcome to the show, it's Evan Aldo. Trading through the noise while the candles explode. If you wanna know where the next wave goes, watch it in real time, yeah, the charts don't lie. Breakout, fake out, I wait for the close, not a shout. Plan set, no guess, I'm stacking my wins, cut the stress. New high, pull back, I'm ready when price attacks. Fast moves, clear rules, we learn why the crowd chases moves. Welcome to the show, it's Evan Aldo. Every single level on the chart gets exposed. Crypto on my mind while the markets reload. Read it in the lines, yeah, the charts don't lie. Welcome to the show, it's Evan Aldo. Trading through the noise while the candles explode. If you wanna know where the next wave goes, watch it in real time, yeah, the charts don't lie. Lock in, hit play, we're live, we're live. Don't look away. Evan Aldo, yeah, the charts don't lie. Now you know. Live on your screen. Let's go. Hey, candles up, candles down. Yeah, we're breaking it down right now. Zoom in, trend line, red day, it can flip in no time. Green wig, big risk, I'm calm when the chat goes frantic. Fear high, greed low, I just read what the charts wanna show. New coin, old game, same rules when you're playing with flame. Welcome to the show, it's Evan Aldo. Every single level on the chart gets exposed. Crypto on my mind while the markets reload. Read it in the lines, yeah, the charts don't lie. Welcome to the show, it's Evan Aldo. Trading through the noise while the candles explode. If you wanna know where the next wave goes, watch it in real time, yeah, the charts don't lie. Charts don't lie. Breakout, fake out, I wait for the closing, not a shout. Plan set, no guess, I'm stacking my wins in. Cut the stress, new high, pull back, I'm ready when price attacks. Fast moves, clear rules, we learn why the crowd chases moon. Welcome to the show, it's Evan Aldo. Every single level on the chart gets exposed. Crypto on my mind while the markets reload. Read it in the lines, yeah, the charts don't lie. Welcome to the show, it's Evan Aldo. Trading through the noise while the candles explode. If you wanna know where the next wave goes, watch it in real time, yeah, the charts don't lie, yeah. Yeah. Charts don't lie. Lock in, hit play, we're live, we're live. Don't look away, in now, though. Yeah. Charts don't lie. Oh, 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 oh. Now you know.
Alrighty, what's up, guys? Evan Aldo here. Hope you guys are doing great today. Oh my god, I'm looking at my whale bot, and people are selling the nose for China invading. I think it's just one person selling all their bets. It doesn't really mean too much, but that is a high percentage for. Oh, it's only 14. I thought it was okay. Interesting. It is going up with China to invade. Yeah, interesting. I don't think it'll happen, that quickly, but that's interesting. But what's going on, Kevin? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope the stream is working. Everything's working okay, hopefully. And yeah, let's get right into it. So basically, let's show you guys the latest trades. As of they are, right here, and the Bitcoin one is a bit in the red right now. My Chainlink one is in the green right now. ETH has been the killer added to that. So it's a patience game as always, guys. And let's get into a little bit of the analysis. Yeah, we'll show the red trade. It probably won't be too attractive to people, but actually, let's show the better trade down here and get this a little bit sorted there. So, yeah. Hold on a second. Here is that. Oh no, this is good. This is good. Okay, good. Yeah. Hmm. What's going on, Jaden? So yeah, I mean the main thing right here everybody's looking at, and I mean the daily looks good. You don't need to be a genius to realize the daily looks pretty good. Money flow coming up, momentum shifting, reverse head and shoulders, all that stuff. I mean, that's been all over crypto Twitter a bit, and I think there's a decent shot you can break up to 70K. Now, the problem we may run into is you're about to get into August in a couple days. So will this kind of continue into August? Maybe. Or you'll probably see a shift at some point. So my guess right now is obviously August is going to be more bullish, crabbish, and then September could be your bad month. And then hopefully quarter 4 is pretty good. That's my guess right now. That's subject to change. Your daily right now is at daily 200 SMA, 71K. By the time you hit this, maybe 70, maybe high 60s. I think you may test it just kind of like how you did back here or get close to it. Sometimes you don't test it though in these bear markets, so there's that possibility as well. But as of right now, I'm not seeing any reason to turn more bearish. Now, I would say the main invalidation point for the bull case would be like losing around 61, like losing kind of this area. So until you do that, I would remain more optimistic. And I think the momentum's there. I think this generally looks good. You're trying to get your momentum shift on your 3-week here. That kind of how you had here in April, and everybody's excited. Nope, not quite. You came back down, which I called that. I expected that. And, you may get another one relatively soon here, which is going to be good, potentially. So this point right there, you had that one leg down after. So, yeah, I mean, that's the main thing. They're looking pretty good. ETH as well, still looking pretty similar, still looking pretty good. I think you're going to come up to around 2,000, 2,100, situations of that nature. And I think that, yeah, I mean, 2,000 is big. That's kind of like 70K for Bitcoin. Could go farther. I mean, ETH is still doing well in its Bitcoin pair generally. Nice momentum shift here. We'll see what happens. I think it could be. It could be. She might, man. It could be. I think that's the main thing to see here. And then tether dominance, which I didn't look at this for a few days or a week. This looks bearish, guys. Nice double top here, kind of bearish, kind of similar to this area, So that's what I'm keeping my eyeballs on, keeping my eyes on at this very moment right now. So yeah. And then Tesla versus, I don't know why I was looking at Tesla versus Bitcoin, but I think Bitcoin will probably outperform Tesla too. And then Bitcoin versus the triple Q. Here's a rare momentum shift. 3 days to confirm this on the weekly. So that's going to be in. Now, everybody's going to say, obviously, it did go down lower this time, but that was FTX, and things generally bottom out earlier every time around. So there's a lot of meat to regain here. A lot of meat. What's up, Beta? And what's going on? Thondo? Yeah, Thondo. What's going on, guys? So yeah, and appreciate you guys smashing the like button if you enjoyed the content. So this looks good. So Bitcoin versus triple Q looking pretty good. Bitcoin versus Nvidia. Keeping my eyes on this. Okay, you don't have a green Heiken in the 3-week yet, but you're close. You're close. Let me tell you, you're close. But you got your snake eyes, your little snake eyes here. So that's good too. I think Bitcoin's going to continue to show some strength there. And Bitcoin versus the S&P 500. That's a 2-week right there. Bull div. Yeah. Bull div right there. Hmm. So we're seeing Nasdaq's getting a jump. That could have been the bottom. If you do roll over, maybe a bear September, bear into midterms, then you're coming down to this point, the peaks. I don't really see losing these, January areas. I don't really see maybe a flat year. You could have like a flat year for 15% correction there. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of Nasdaq right now, I don't think it's a terrible place to buy the Nasdaq, but I'd rather buy Bitcoin. I'd probably even rather buy the SPY right now if you're looking at, because SPY is showing a bit of a momentum shift. So, yeah. Trend trading easier than reversal trading. That's such a vague question. It's hard to, yeah, James. So it depends how you define those terms. Those terms can be a little bit subjective. I would say I'm more of a momentum trader. So when the momentum shifts, like the trend is kind of shifting and then the trend continuing. So you could argue, trend reversal is kind of what I do. So you could argue I do both. You could argue I'm more of a both guy, and I'll give Bitcoin kind of the benefit of the doubt because I have a soft spot for Bitcoin. I give the things I like the benefit of the doubt, so I'll do more reversal trading with them. So yeah. ETH versus USD. Yeah, we looked at it, Jaden. It looks still pretty good, bro. ETH versus USD. And then Tesla. Yeah, I mean, Tesla, I think this is going to kind of follow SpaceX. I mean, they may merge. You could argue that this is not a terrible place to get in. You could argue this is not a terrible place to get in. I would say the end of year is going to be the good point. Like right after midterms, maybe. Because if you have a lot of fear and the Democrats, do well in midterms, there's going to be a lot of fear with AI regulation and all that. That would be a good point to buy AI. And obviously Tesla's big. A big part of it's AI because it's self-driving cars. What do they use AI? Obviously to drive the damn car and the robo-taxi and all that. Would I buy Tesla right now? No, I'd rather buy Bitcoin. That's just my prerogative. Tesla does own some Bitcoin, though. Not a lot anymore, but, it was interesting what they did. That was a while ago, 4 years ago now. And then the other thing too, some of these, you could trade this actually on KCX. This actually looks pretty good. Now, I don't know if I really trust this 100% because this is kind of like the, RWAs or whatever, kind of, but this is going to be the future of a lot of altcoin investing and trading, I think is going to be, kind of the indexes of altcoins, and they're going to come out with this that you're going to be able to trade on TradFi eventually. I guarantee you, it's just a matter of time. It's more of a when, not an if. It could be 5 years, it could be 10 years, it could be even less. I mean, it's very tough to say. I think once they have ETFs for all the top 20 crypto market caps, which they're getting there, you'll be able to trade this on TradFi. You can do it on KCX. Right now, MEXC, I think there's a few exchanges that'll let you do it. I don't know if I trust that completely, but for trading, it's fine. And by the way, guys, here are all the latest trades. We've been killing it lately. A lot of these are just profits locked in, letting it ride upward. And this ends in 20 hours for the Bydfi. You always get the bonus that I talk about. So it's like the best bonus too. And then you get this for just trading for the amount. So if you do a million trading volume, you get 130 worth of Bitcoin, which is cool. And then for depositing, this is one of the only exchanges where you get to deposit the money and then just let it sit for 3 days and they give you the bonus and you could just trade with the bonus. You could even, I shouldn't be telling you this, but I think you could even withdraw the money you deposited and then still just trade with the bonus to house money, basically. It's like the only exchange that lets you do this. I think you got to leave in like $100 of your own money though. But, most people don't know how the hell to trade. The exchange is not going to go bankrupt from this because most people just put the money back anyway. Most people have no clue what the hell they're doing, obviously. So yeah, 100K account in Bydfi. We're working on it, man. Working on it. That would be the goal because it'll be like an 8x for me or a 9x, something like that. I started with 12K on this, so I think we can get it. All we need is just Bitcoin at 70K should work for that. But don't jinx it, bro, because you never know. It'd be funny if it never gets there, but nah, it should. Toobit has the best bonus for the just registering. You get the $30 futures bonus. That's like the only exchange that does that. They all got their pros and cons, and KX is the only exchange that's got zero withdrawal fees and these low ass fees. So they all got pros and cons, guys. So check them out. If you sign up and deposit to any of these exchanges, down below at least $100 with my link and open a support ticket in the Discord with your UID, we'll give you one free month there. So check it out. Yeah, this was in terms of what I was showing you guys too, in terms of whale watching, I'm gonna bring like bring this up to I think a minimum of 20K bets because there's too much hoopla here. But let's see, US invade, so it's a no. 74, yeah. I mean, a lot of these big whale bets are just bet on like obvious stuff that most people kind of would expect to happen. That's a big bet saying clarity is not going to pass. 170K was put on clarity not passing. So I usually go with the big money. I'm going to say this bet's probably going to win. You know, I kind of don't think we're going to pass as of right now. I mean, that's the main thing there. And then, okay, so people are saying no for Iran. And these gold ones are the big boy bets. Fed rate hike. Okay, so somebody's saying there's going to be a rate hike on the bets. I think this whale was the one that bet, like, could have been, there was a whale that bet 200K on there not being a rate hike at the last, yesterday's FOMC meeting. So, yeah, Bitcoin dipped to 4. Ooh, that's interesting. So they're saying no. And that's okay. Yeah, not profitable. there's. I wonder if that's it's probably a whale just losing money. But they're saying no, we won't lose 55K. So they're betting that the bottom's in. So that's the big thing there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change this to a 20K minimum because there's too much. I don't really care about these 10K bets. This isn't what is this child's play. I mean, yeah. But I wanted to. Who is the one that bet the crazy amount on? That's the last thing I'll find really quickly. Yeah. Oh, it was that's a big whale. That does a lot of bets. I wonder who that really is. Yeah. Anyway, so check out the Discord down below if you guys are interested. How crypto face traders versus me. I mean, there's going to be overlaps. Everybody's got their own way to do it. He's more looking at, more chart stuff. It's a little bit different than me, but not too much. Not too much. I would say he's a momentum trader to a certain extent, like we all kind of are. Yeah. 1 mil account. We'll play it by ear, Jaden. You never should be too attached to kind of these outcomes and stuff, kind of like that Taoism video I was telling you about. So, we kind of play it by ear. I don't want to, because when you get these goals, like, oh, we got to turn this amount of money into $1 million. Like it messes with your mind and you start to make stupid decisions. Like this is a big psychological game. So you don't want to get too like hyped up with that shit. You know what I mean? Because that's the reason why most people lose at this game. So you got to be very, very unattached to the outcome. That's the biggest piece of advice I probably give anybody. Be very unattached to the outcome. Let's see, Tesla versus SPY versus, okay. Open Door, that one's breaking down. I don't like that right now, but ServiceNow is kind of dodging the bullet. I don't own it anymore. I kind of got afraid on how the weekly was looking, but it's nullified, so it's okay now. This could keep going up, obviously. I'd rather hold Bitcoin at the moment. British pound versus the New Zealand dollar. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. This probably will come down a bit. I don't know. It's tough to say, man. If I had to bet on this, I probably would bet this would reverse and come down a bit if you're trying to trade Forex. I'm definitely not the biggest Forex trader, but we got Kmac in Discord who does a lot of stuff with Forex. He's a really good trader. Been with us a couple of years now, so shout out to Kmac. We got Nightshade in there as well, who's fantastic. For the amount of value we give you, it's pretty incredible there. And all these trades are always, given out in advance, stop losses, entry points, take profits. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Jane, it's a huge psychology game. If you haven't read the book, Trading in the Zone, I highly recommend you read that. That's probably the best book on trading psychology. But yeah, I would look for you more into Taoism stuff. You should learn more of the spiritual stuff, more of the philosophical stuff. I think it could help you out too a bit. No one would ever tell you that that's going to help you make money, but you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I mean, everybody will think you're probably going crazy, but you'd be surprised, bro. You'd be surprised. You gotta. The thing too is like Naval Ravikant was saying, like he was saying first make money, then get spiritual. I don't know if I'd agree with that completely. Like you should always be not like spiritual, like some hippie, taking weird, participating in extracurricular activities. If you get my drift, you don't need any of that, but you know what I mean. Because everybody's too stressed out in the West, man. You know. Crude oil. I don't know. I mean, my guess is that it's going to be something like over here, like just slowly, gradually going up while everything else goes up too. You know what I mean? It could be crabbish, boring for a while. You know, I do think Iran's going to go on for a while, which would make this slowly and gradually go up. All the people that have been talking about shorting oil for the past 6 months, like there have been better things to try to short. Like you're shorting something that's, you know, just range bound. I mean, SanDisk is recovering a bit. We'll see what happens. I could see, 6 to 8 month, like all AI, I think is going to be in a 6 to 8 month crab to bear market, and then end of this year, early next year is going to be a good buy, especially on SpaceX too. How's Ion Digital looking? Let's see, $69. You're still going. She's still going, man. She's still going. I may or may not have just sold mine the other day, around 66. I don't care. You know, the thing with me too is at this point, like, if I'm too goddamn lazy to even learn about what the thing does or the fundamentals, like I probably shouldn't own it. It's better put in Bitcoin or something I actually understand. I got 30% from IPO or 40%. That's good enough for me. This thing could obviously do anything. I have no clue. I mean, SpaceX IPO did go up. You know, a lot of these IPOs, they go up in the beginning and then they, come all the way back down. So, that was a 50%. So it can go up farther, obviously. I mean, I didn't realize, SpaceX went up 50%. So, it could absolutely go up farther. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will. Very hard to say. There's not really enough data here. But if we wanted to, I mean, your next 76 and then probably 80 to 80, $80 or whatever. But SpaceX, I think, is not worth buying until like 6 months from now, like end of year, like maybe right after midterms, if there's a lot of freaking fear with what the Democrats do, if they, take over the House and Senate, which they might. Australian ETF, EWA. Okay, Australia. Yeah, I mean, these probably trend up with time, just like the, the FTSE or whatever. Ooh, actually, no. This never came back, I think most international stuff is going to be lackluster against the SPY for like the next 6 months to 2 years. That's my prerogative. I'd rather buy the SPY. I'd rather buy Bitcoin. So, I never looked at the Australian. Going for a nap. Okay. I think 7 p.m. we'll try to do. We'll do I think Thursday 7 p.m. Jaden will do in the chat. Thursday 7 p.m. we will do the live chat with you guys. So it's gonna be about 6.5 hours. So I'll stay on for at least an hour, try to answer some of your guys' questions we got in the schedule. I think this is a pretty good what's going on, Electric Cowboy? I did get it right. I think this is what the hell was I gonna say? No, for streaming, I think this is a good time, right? Hey guys, in 12 noon. Well, if you're here, it's probably a good time. You wouldn't be watching if it wasn't, but 12 noon to 2 p.m. I think is a pretty good time Eastern for me to stream. So we're gonna try to do that. That's the schedule for now. Mondays through Fridays. We got about 33 people watching. Always appreciate you guys smashing the like button. The goal is to get up to 100 people. We got more on Twitter, obviously, so maybe another 20, 30 on Twitter. So maybe it's double. All right, around 60. So the goal is probably 100 simultaneously. And that's what we had back in the day. But this looks pretty good too, the CMC 20. I mean, there's a lot of people who would probably be screaming at me for saying that looks good, but it is what it is. And then the other thing that I've been looking at, Circle Internet Group, obviously, it's done nothing. I don't know how this is going to fare with the Clarity Act not passing, but then again, you kind of already factored in pricing for the Clarity Act not passing, I would argue, but it could go either way. There's some potential here. I could see us getting back up to 90 easily. And then, let's look at BMNR. I like because of the momentum shift, and that's weird. Okay, that was it. I think this could potentially keep going. I don't see. It's all or nothing for this, guys. It's all or nothing for. Let me set an alarm. If this loses $13, you're done. I mean, this is not. You're not going down more than 92% and surviving. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people definitely have left crypto because of October 10th, because of the altcoins and all that shit, going down. And I don't really blame them. But right now, I do think that Bitcoin will outperform AI in some select altcoins. Chainlink is another one. Again, obviously, any coin, this is, just momentum plays trading mainly, but this can go up. I could see this continuing forward. ETH as well, kind of obviously. We can look at Solana. In that one, recovering. Hopefully, you hold this area and get up higher. So I like Solana right now. XRP's dwindling a little bit, just not showing the momentum shifts I want to see. But if you get them, then I will. I'm more than happy to get it. I'll be more than happy to get a position in this. So there's that. There's definitely that. So it's XRP. Let's see. Tether I think this is more bearish. The tether dominance is more bearish, which there's a lot of really successful traders that use this as a big metric, especially for scalp trading. And this looks bearish. So yeah, I mean, I would, if I was going along, I am long on Bitcoin, so if I mean, that's the main thing. And those trade setups are in the Discord. They still work. If you guys are still, they're not invalidated, I'll say. If you guys are interested, check it out down below. And Bydfi is the main exchange I use right now. You can check it out, trade to earn. This ends in 20 hours. In addition to this, there is a really good deposit bonus too. This is the best one for like the deposit bonus. For just getting the free bonus just for signing up, Toobit's the best one. So I give you a lot of different options. Well, these, and then Kcex is the best for, no fees. So they all have pros and cons. If you sign up to any of the exchanges down below, deposit at least $100, I'll give you 1 free month in the Aldo Empire VIP Discord. Just open a support ticket with your UID or your email. So yeah, bullish on Hood. Yeah, so lighter, yeah. My guess is that Bitcoin will outperform probably Hood and lighter for the second half of this year. But I do think Hood can do well. I do think Hood can do a 2 or 3x, maybe even in the next couple of years. Lighter, I made some money. I'm still long on lighter, actually. I made some money on it. I don't really like the momentum shift right here. Let me find more data here. This has been around longer. But yeah, I don't know if I really like the 2-week momentum shift right now, like what's happening here. But I do think this may come higher. And this is one of those that I like. Definitely one of those that I like. And if you look at lighter, versus, I don't know, for example, versus Bitcoin, yeah, kind of falling off of these, yeah. Those areas right there. So, yeah. Let's see how the Japanese yen is. I guess it's probably, okay, what happened? What happened here? Does anyone know? Did their stock market go down or something? I don't forget what the ticker is for. Is it yeah. Is it this one? Okay, no, yeah, that's probably why, because their stock market's going down. Yep, yeah. Second half of this year, yeah. That's been up and to the right the last 10 years, but yeah. So yeah. So let's see. Gold could do something. I don't think it's going to outperform the SPY. I mean, maybe it could outperform the SPY for the next 6 months, but overall the next 2 years, I don't think so. What is this down? I mean, 20 or yeah, about 28, yeah, 30%, yeah. So yeah, I mean, average bear market for gold lasts like 3 to 5 years, I think. So what's 2029 would be the time to get in, maybe. It's not. Yeah, Uniswap could be one of those people have talked. Yeah, Uniswap, because of the ETH stuff. This could be good. That's a breakout. Yeah, I don't mind if I do. I do like this. This is one of the best ones right now, I would say, that I've looked at today. Other than maybe Chainlink, but even this probably looks slightly better. Yeah, Uniswap's not something I normally look at. Yeah, BNB, a lot of people ask me to look at BNB. I don't think BNB looks very attractive. Obviously if everything else comes up, it will, but I don't like it on its Bitcoin pair, although this thing usually does find a way to win. But I don't know. After October 10th, I got a bad taste in my mouth for BNB. I kind of want it to go down, there's that. Netflix. There's more competition with this. I know Microsoft got its jump. Everybody's talking about. I don't know if Netflix has got the legs yet. Maybe the 2 week. I think it's a little early. I don't know. The thing too is I don't know if Netflix is going to be what it was because there's too much competition with it now. You know what I mean? They used to be kind of monopoly. Now Microsoft is the momentum play. There's some momentum here. There's all those like boomer chodes that are perma bear are talking about shorting it now. So this actually probably would be the, you know, those boomers have been wrong for 50 years straight. Like they have a great track record of just being wrong about everything. So yeah, if I were to buy a beat up stock right now, it probably would be Microsoft. Although I still think you probably can do better with Bitcoin, you know. But I mean, Microsoft would be the obvious choice for beat up stocks to buy, I would say. Let's see, you know. And I mean, this would be the obvious choice. Like, I'm not going to say any names. Those boomers that are trying to short this jump, yeah, they've been wrong about short, you know. They've been trying to short this thing. Like, they've been, their entire prerogative is like, they missed this entire thing here, and now they think they can make this 1000x back just by shorting right now. They think they can make a 400,000% return back by shorting right now. You know, so maybe try to counter trade those chodes. You know, you could come back towards all-time highs maybe. UPS, I didn't even know that's okay. Oh yeah, somebody was asking me to look at Under Armour. Yeah, I mean, it does trend up over time. Yeah, why not? Yeah, I mean, it's a weirdo stock, but maybe it could come back. I don't have a problem with it. Yeah, not bad. Under Armour, I want to look at. This got beat up, I think, right? Yeah, this has done nothing for the last 10 years. That's a problem. This and Nike, I guess the clothing stuff doesn't. Maybe it's just very overvalued. Yeah, I mean, there could be a momentum shift. I see what you're looking at. Yeah, I mean, you could give it a shot. I don't know. It depends what you're into trading. I mean, yeah. You know, I don't know too much about this company. I know Nike got beat up too, or has been beat. Yeah, Nike's okay. Yeah, that's interesting because people are talking about trying to go long on this, and it's not. It's just done nothing, man. All this does is dwindle. You know, this correction's probably worse than it looks too. Yeah, 76. I don't know. It's tough to say here. I mean, I'm not really getting. You haven't seen a major momentum shift in like a long time. I mean, you've seen a few of these, but yeah, that's what's weird with this. I don't know really. I guess this is one of those examples where if you did short it towards its high, you'd be doing pretty damn good. But I mean, now it's down 75%. I don't know. Yeah, it's 100x from there. That's the 80s though. It's been around a long time. When was the Colin Kaepernick stuff? Probably 2019, around there. Yeah, interesting. Did go up and then fell off. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, who is Nike's competition? I'm just trying to think who would take from Nike? Like who's Nike's competition to you know? I mean, there's other clothing sites. I guess Amazon's competing with everything. You know, Amazon. I bought Flonase and Allegra for allergies from Amazon pretty cheaply. You know, so they're competing with everybody on everything. Now, a lot of that's priority factored in. I don't know if I'd buy Amazon right now. I would think Bitcoin probably will continue to, or not continue, I should say, but will outperform Amazon in the second half of this year, or it has outperformed, or it's bled against Amazon. I'm on the wrong. No, I'm on the right one. Yeah, I would think this could be a momentum shift on Bitcoin because you're looking at something that generally outperforms Amazon, you know, and it's hitting your 2-week 200 SMA, which is a major point. So I'd bet on that, you know. Can Amazon do well long term? Probably, yeah. Why not? Probably pretty decent. You know, your general like boomer that's buying, you know, I mean, it has bled against the triple Q for a while. Yeah, I mean, COVID factored all that in, but yeah, I mean, now is probably not a terrible time to get into Amazon. I'm just curious about maybe like Amazon versus Microsoft if you're deciding between the two. Amazon generally outperforms Microsoft, but this could be a trend where I could see Microsoft coming back because it's been so beat up, you know. So there's that, you know, definitely that potential there. And always appreciate you guys smashing the like button. If you guys are new, always appreciate you subscribing. If you guys are interested in, always, if you guys got any questions, I try to answer as many as I can in the chat. So yeah, there's oil right there. If we look at SPY is up today, obviously, I mean, everything's up today. And I want to look at, yeah, we didn't look at yields yet because I'm afraid to freaking look at yields, but let's look at yields. Oh God. You know, for those trying to refinance a mortgage, not a good situation to be in, but my guess is it'll reject and, you know, come back down at some point here. Maybe you'll get a taco, maybe some better things will happen. I think these could drop down pretty quickly. Your 30-year, my God, does anyone know why the 30-year is making new all-time highs while the 10-year ain't? I forget how. Yeah, I mean, that's not, your TLT's probably getting, yeah, getting swayed. Oh, that made a new low? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Hmm. And the bond ETL. Okay, so this one's been coming up. That was obviously, this was more, BND is obviously more volatile, but yeah, down. I mean, I'm trying to think what. My view was that you probably would hold these general areas. I think you'll get a jump relatively soon, but who the hell knows? I mean, maybe you'll come back down to some of those levels from '04 or whatnot. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I do think, you know, obviously if there's a hike, that's not going to be good. I don't think they might not do a hike. They may not do a hike. That would be my kind of thing. September. So is that live? Yeah. You may not get a hike. It's very close. You may not. I want to do some whale watching on this and stuff. No, I don't do copy trading per se. I just don't think the fees are too good for on people like copying the trades or whatnot. But I post all these trades in advance with the stop loss, entry points, take profits, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, we've done copy trading at some point. I mean, it's tough because you get eaten by the fees. There's a lot in the creator shares. So what I do instead is namaste, is I just post the trades in the Discord, you know, with the stop losses, entry points. I tag everybody so you can, you know, you can do it yourself. It's obviously not financial advice. You know, it's made more for a reference. I'm not always going to be right. So, yeah, you can check it out in the Discord. It's only $55 a month. And if you want a free month, guys, if you deposit at least $100 on any of the exchanges down below and open a support ticket in the Discord with your UID or your email, will get you sorted for the free month. So, yeah. What was I going to say here? So it's China, Taiwan. Interesting how it up to 28%. That'll happen probably in the 2030s, I think. This is interesting. The Bitcoin up and down one. What are they betting that it's going to be? Okay, it's going to be up. They're betting it's going up on the 5-minute. That's crazy that they're doing that. But yeah. What's going on, Beta? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Beta. But yeah. And then let's see here. Yeah, major trend reversal in the 2-week. I mean, yeah. Trying to think. Somebody was telling me they were thinking about selling their Costco. And yeah, there's some momentum shifts here. You know, definitely some momentum shifts. Maybe you're due for the you know, the S&P 500 to start, you know, probably outperforming Costco, and then you got Amazon and all that. I would probably rather be in Amazon than Costco right now. That's a momentum shift right there. That's a momentum shift. Yeah. And he rode that baby 20, 30 years, right? 90. Oh my God. Yeah, 30 years you rode that baby. That's probably enough. Yeah. What's the win rate? It's been high, man. It's been very high lately. Probably freaking, you know, 7 out of 10 are wins, man, or more. It's been really high. I can't promise you it's going to stay like that. Market conditions and stuff change, but it's been really good. So, yeah. Trying to think here. NVIDIA, yeah, I mean, I think AI stuff is just going to be, you know, a little choppy, little lagging behind for a minute. So yeah, Microsoft could be where it's at, guys. I mean, Microsoft could actually be where it's at for Nasdaq. Apple, I think, actually may. I mean, I'm not buying the all-time high here, but Apple may outperform a lot of stuff in the second half of this year, especially if Berkshire Hathaway still got a decent position. They sold some of it, but they still got a good amount in Apple. I mean, if this could finally get a momentum shift, you don't have Buffett anymore as CEO. You got Abel. That could be the problem. Clarity not passing. Yeah, I mean, who cares? You know, I think it's already factored into price. Clarity not passing, I would say. We'll see what happens. That thing is weird. There's been some big money put on it that it won't pass, though. So that's the thing. So yeah. Holy insult. This is so subjective. So subjective. Who will? You know. Let me see what it is for Ukraine, like Russia, Ukraine. Russia, Ukraine, see, yeah, very low for the CSTO. This is going on for a long time. Yeah. Before 20, yeah, this is going on for a while. It's going on for years. So yeah. But yeah, and what else is I gonna look at here? Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin right now, I think you're gonna jump. I think you could continue to jump, hopefully. It's getting to be like paint drying though, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It is what it is. There could be that bearish August, but I'm gonna lean bullish, you know, based on that 2-week, 2-week bull div confirms in 3 days. You get a lot of stuff confirming in 3 days. That's the Sunday, so there's that. So yeah. I didn't look at MicroStrategy yet. I think it's kind of lagging behind a little bit. I want to look at this. I mean, the main thing that matters is this against Bitcoin. I converted my Bitcoin over to it. Excuse me, my MicroStrategy over to Bitcoin around here. On this, or was it you? No, wait a second. When did I? It was here. Yeah, it was around there. So yeah, I mean, I'm still ahead on that trade. Maybe it comes back here. I don't know. I don't really want to find out yet. Maybe on the 2-week it could be better, but I kind of like BM&R better now than MicroStrategy because they're buying more ETH while Saylor is selling Bitcoin. So who is fundamentally better right now? I mean, okay. Well, I know Marathon. Marathon's been around. We could look at that's a minor. We could look at that. That's been around a minute. I don't know, man. I mean, there's no momentum right now. Momentum shifted downside. I wouldn't be buying this right now. I mean, all this has generally just gone down. Ousters, toasters. That's interesting. Yeah, if you could follow this pattern, you should keep going. I mean, every time on the 2-week you get a trigger wave or a wave below the zero line, a momentum shift, you're usually good. So, I mean, I don't know if I'd buy it now, but if it goes down a little bit more, get that trigger wave as you normally do. Yeah, that could be cool. Could do something. I don't know what the company does, but yeah. So yeah, Ousters. Okay. There's eye on it. Yeah, we'll see what happens with this. I mean, I sold, but maybe I'm missing off on a 100x opportunity. Who knows? What's the market cap? $2 billion? Yeah, it's a micro. It's a little guy. I feel like all the Celsius people are going to dump too once they're able to. That's the other problem. So keep that in mind. This is another one. Insurance is going to do well until interest. That's what all the boomers are wrong about. They thought interest rates were going to go down, but no. But to be fair, this thing still generally bleeds against the SPY. It doesn't do much. But the insurance ones, and I think they're going to get hit really hard when you finally do get a recession and when self-driving cars become more to fruition. This could be topped for a minute. That's a momentum shift on Progressive. Allstate's still doing well though. That's another one. wonder where this ends up. I mean, it peaked, yeah, I mean, '05 to '05, yeah, '05, yeah, it was '05 there, so two, yeah. You could be getting towards the top, I think. You could be getting there. You know, you definitely could be getting there, I think. Strive, yeah, that's another good one to look at. I mean, obviously it's the market cipher, or excuse me, the MicroStrategy copycat. It could do something. I'm a little bit weary of all the treasuries. I don't have a problem with it. I don't own it right now. I don't have an issue with it. I kind of like BMNR the best at the moment, though. So, yeah. Dow Jones. So, I mean, obviously, Dow Jones, I mean, the main thing with this is you want to look at it against the SPY and against the NASDAQ. It's a bit of a momentum shift against the SPY. Who knows if that lasts? I mean, the last time this has done anything was during the lost decade. During the lost decade, it shot up from the SPY. I don't think you were there yet. Dow Jones against the NASDAQ, it's probably got a, yeah, I mean, during the lost decade or during the, yeah, other than that, it didn't really, the Dow is not, it's more, the Dow isn't even really relevant anymore. You know, it's not what it was. So is it semiconductors? Oh, yeah, that. This I would stay the hell away from for a while, especially 3x leverage. It's a great thing to get beat up on, I think. You know, there's a few. The other thing, too, is they got, these are the, hold on. These, I would stay away from these right now for the next 6 months. What was I going to say? These are a little bit interesting. High income ETF on the, these are new, 15% a year. That's interesting. That's kind of like the preferred version. I don't know if this is, I don't know if this is going to end too well. I don't know. It's done good now, but I don't, these things are a little, these things are like pointing to me that we're getting close to a recession. And I mean, my view has always been that, I wish they triple Q and the NASDAQ had the same price, but my view has always been that around maybe 900, you know, to 1,000 for the triple Q. Or, I mean, people do look at the NASDAQ as well. 30K, you know, places like that. Well, maybe a little bit higher, 33K. You know, even numbers is where they normally kind of peak. And for S&P 500, probably 800 to 1,000. That's the main thing there. I want to just, okay, yeah, if we, yeah, probably 800 to 1,000. Now, what would that be equivalent to kind of on the NASDAQ? If, yeah, it would be, yeah, 900 to around the same freaking area, which is interesting. Yeah, around 900 or something, which would still be probably, what, 30%? Yeah, 35. I think that's where you would end up in the next 2-3 years, then it's all over for a while. That's my main prerogative on that. So there's that. Let's see how we're doing. I'm just watching paint dry here. Nothing's really going on at the very moment. But yeah, people are dropping off. They're not really interested in the TradFi talks. But nah, I mean, to reiterate on crypto right now, I think Bitcoin, I think ETH still look pretty good. Uniswap looks pretty good. There's still a lot of decent stuff, I think, you know. Still a lot of decent stuff in my opinion. So yeah. And nah, crypto is going to be doing good. I mean, for stuff to buy right now, some of you guys had some good ideas. I mean, maybe Microsoft, if you want to buy something beat up. Oh yeah, Meta too got beat up. I forgot about that a little bit. I think this may be a little early, probably more end of year. Yeah, anything AI related, probably more end of year. But Microsoft got beat up quick, so I think that's going to be the one that maybe does a bit better. Maybe just maybe. So yeah. And by the way, guys, if you guys are interested in making some of these trades, we give them all out in the Discord in advance. Stop losses, entry points, take profit with the TA and the reasoning behind all these trades. A lot of really good community. We're going to do a chat tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time, where you guys could ask me some questions. Like you want to look at MetaPlanet, we'll look at it. If you guys want one free month in Aldo Empire VIP Discord, make sure check it out down below. Or actually, for the free month, if you deposit at least $100 on Bydfi or any of the exchanges down below, an open support ticket with a UID or email will get you sorted. We'll give you one free month there. So check that out. So yeah, and let's see what else. Yeah, and I mean it's $55 a month normally. So yeah, and I'll see you guys tonight in there. We'll look at MetaPlanet, sure. That's another. It's like the Japanese treasury company for Bitcoin. Yeah, I need momentum, man. There ain't no momentum here. That's a problem. The other one, I mean, there was not. I mean, that's the problem too. It's just so oversaturated. Oh, finally, we're getting a jump. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I don't. Does this company still even own Bitcoin? I don't. 80 million market. I don't know what the frick is. Yeah. Basically zero. But anyway.